What I remember was a huge white cloud enveloping us, but very gently. It wasn't in any way violent. It was very gentle. It enveloped us, and we were standing. In the next moment, we were flat on our faces on the ground with the floor above that had come down to 30 centimeters above our floor. So there was about this much space between the two. And we were flat with our arms out to the sides, but we couldn't move. It was a Canadian policeman who had been in a container on the floor above, and when the floor came down, he was basically at our level. And it was him who pulled the first piece of prefab wall out, and all of a sudden we could move. What I didn't know was that 2 of ours in CVR and 2 in electoral had died on impact. They had been crushed with the fall of the floor.
Back up, back up!
As we went into the parking lot, there was a first big aftershock. I think it was a 5.9. And as that shock came, we told everybody out to the street. Everybody out, don't stay here, because pieces of the building were falling down. The Canadian policeman who had pulled out the prefab to free us was actually hit by a piece of masonry in the aftershock and was killed on impact minutes after he had pulled us out.
Et le pire, quand je suis sortie ce jour-là, à une maison après moi, j'avais mon petit cousin qui avait 12 ans et qui était chez lui, et puis la maison s'était effondrée avec lui. Et sa mère était dehors, et puis sa mère criait et disait « Sauvez mon fils », et puis on entendait sa voix, on entendait crier, on entendait qu'il demandait de l'aide, mais on ne pouvait rien faire pour lui, personne. Personne, et on était là, on était impuissants, on était en train de regarder quelqu'un mourir et on ne pouvait rien faire. Et on n'a même pas pu le prendre sur les décombres. On n'a même pas pu. Et ce soir-là, c'était horrible parce que c'était la soirée la plus longue de notre vie.
Everybody was digging with their hands because we didn't have any tool. There was no tool at all. You can see people, you can hear them, and you're not able to help them. I mean, I saw a lot of people that were dead, injured that night, but it didn't get me as much as the people that I know that were dying. I was talking to this guy, the one particular guy, and I promised him that I wasn't going to leave until we get him out. Unfortunately, there was nothing anybody can do.
Those first hours and days were very difficult in order to balance our limited resources and rescue teams in order to work where we could, and it was incredible to see those rescue teams working. I mean, an incredible way in the efforts they were making.
Good boy, very good.
They had the dogs, and they had all sorts of instruments to see if there was a sign of life. There was a sign of life. The dogs and the instruments would show people living down there still.
There should be another camera. Two cameras. Two, right? Open up. In relation to where you were, do you know what direction? To the, okay. So to your right.
I could see those dogs completely weakened, and they just would sit down. They couldn't even smell anymore. We had around 43, I believe, or 47 rescue teams from all over the world. After 2 weeks, I went to pay a visit and pay tribute to them and to thank them on behalf of the UN. But they were fantastic.
Nossa rapidez era que a população estava desabastecida. Não tinha mais supermercado, não tinha mais água potável. Então, no Estádio Nacional, no dia 14 de janeiro, nós fizemos uma distribuição de 24 toneladas de alimentos, umas 3 toneladas de medicamentos e uns 11 mil litros de água potável. E havia até um hospital de campanha lá montado pelos próprios haitianos, tinha médicos haitianos que nós entregamos esse medicamento e foi muito importante naquele momento a população receber no lugar que mais houve destruição, como foi o caso de Belé, as imediações do Estado Nacional, receber essa ajuda para a população haitiana saber que ela não estava sozinha, que a MINUSTA estava aqui, as tropas estavam aqui, nós estávamos aqui para continuar apoiando mesmo na situação tão difícil como nós nos encontrávamos também, porque o batalhão, nós tivemos 18 mortos, né? E o batalhão ainda estava nesse período também resgatando os seus mortos e sofrendo bastante. Os militares que saíam em patrulha tinham perdido amigos, mas a missão era mais importante naquele momento e deixar para algumas equipes de resgate resgatar esses companheiros.
There are so many things to be done and so much work to be done. There's a lot of children and women out there that are a victim of violence and nothing is being done because they're scared. That's all they have. They have nothing else, nowhere to go. And right now we have a huge team of basically mostly women patrolling the camps and showing them we're here for you, talk to us and stuff like that, and gathering information and hopefully resolving a lot of the problems that we have. There's things that you'll never forget. There is voices, there is screams, there is sounds, there is smells, things that you'll never forget, images you'll never forget. But you need to be able to move on, to be able to go forward and continue doing your job. And there's millions of people out here that still need our help. We're here to do that. We're not here to sit down and dwell.
I don't think we, the international community, nor the Haitians themselves had really fathomed or really measured the consequences of this cataclysm yet. You know that more than 200 university professors died? You know that more than 4,000 university students died? Haiti on the 11th of January of this year was really, we could see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that now we had achieved, the mandate of establishing political and social stability, strengthening the national police, border management, rule of law. Little by little, we were advancing. And now with this, of course, it is a big setback. I think that in a year's time, after the earthquake, I think we will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel again. We will be working towards that. I'm hopeful. I am positive, I think. I think we'll manage.